They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hey, wahoo! Go! Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
3rd and 2. Hill. Wide open receiver complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
You draw quarter. By 41. We got a wedge that. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Snap.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 40.
And ward them off.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jim, 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 Jim. Ready?
On the ground, Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 42-yard line.
– 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Rush. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
64, weak.
Out of the gun, Hill. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rabbit. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. We're good. I'm coming after you. Mike 59. I'm coming after you.
On first down, gone. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Goff throwing again. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Goff now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 41. Hey, we got to get this stop. Hey.
Now a give, right side. Rush. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And now running right through it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the Rams' 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Got it. 43. Mike 43. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Sit. Step.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
56 to Obama.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He sets to fire deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Strip that ball. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready?
Here's Hill now after the interception. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. From the gun, here's Hill. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And spins away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come!
Out of the gun. Gone. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check, check, check. Hey, high 7.
Throwing again is Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
DC.
Shit. Mike 56, Mike 56.
To the air again. Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, deep, tight.
Now Henderson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Oh, what a move. Now that'll be caught by Cup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
Now gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check pass. Check pass.
Yes. Shoot.
Now a give, right side, rush. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 50.
To throw is gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
76.
47's the Mike, boy. 47.
Hey, Charlie.
47. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Here's gone. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
You think you gonna get this? Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the...
Hey, Orbit.
You better bring it.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Motion. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Again, Goff. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 20-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Hill. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Operating from the gun. Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tanner Rapp with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
47 Mike.
After the interception, here's Gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Ready, set.
43 is the mic.
80 weapons.
Throwing on third down. Hill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Motion, motion, motion.
Super 66.
7's the mic. 7's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Taylor Rapp with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Goff on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. 46 yards. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, it stays up. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New Orleans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank